Hi everybody, so fantastic. Thank you all those readers who have come already. We love Auld Enemies. So I was meant to be performing this originally with a wonderful poet called Elspeth Murray, who you might have heard of, but Elspeth got sick, unfortunately. Hopefully she's a bit better now. But Jess, my friend who works at the Poetry Library with me, kindly stepped in and we wrote this piece together. But she couldn't do last night in Glasgow, so she recorded her part and we did this performance last night, playing it off my phone, which was kind of interesting and it seemed to go quite well. But it was sort of like the immaterial version of the piece, so now we've got the material version of the piece, so we'll see how that goes. This, we just wanted to briefly say, is inspired by a wonderful old, quite terrifying old kind of fairy tale story called The Tinderbox. Has anyone ever heard of that story? It's a Hans Christian Andersen story.
Yeah,
See a few heads nodding, yeah. It's a story where a soldier kind of comes down the road and meets an old witch, and she says, if you go into that hollow tree and get me back my tinderbox, my matchbox, I'll give you lots of gold, you'll get all the gold, blah, blah. So he does that and comes out, and then she's like, give me my tinderbox, and he cuts off her head. And then, so he gets the money and the tinderbox and the queen and lives happily ever after. And I was sort of shocked when I first heard this story. But Stephen said that in the old kind of mythologies, pre-Christian mythologies, the strong guy wins, not the good guy. So anyway, this is us trying to get a little love back for the witch, basically. Oh, king. Wise beast of the giant eyes, miraculous beast of the spinning eyes, your incorruptible immorality amazes me. Please realize I neither mean nor cause offense. My duties are explicit to praise you, darling, darkest copper pot pisser. Of course I love you. Of course I adore the blood leaking out of your eyes. Of course my mother was the witch with the loose bottom lip. Of course I do not cower before you. Of course I know the secret of the box of matches. Old witch, old witch, here's my cauldron. Here's my vegetarian bowel dish. Here are my orphan fingers. I try my best at vegan by choosing skinny darlings. Fancy a Halloween undertow to your platonic affair with horror? Just the right level of gore before sleep. I do work Saturdays, but keep Wednesdays to my own sweet, sweet wanderings down that fairy tale road. Here's my spot, you see. The same plot market stall I chose in the beginning of things. It was a hollow tree, but still just a tree, at a time when trees were just that bark at that split lip when you pass her. Have a chat the way folk do in the beginning, when all this was just the seed, the idea, the pure event before it's told, retold and branched inwards to make my own ribs. Here are my fingertips. Here in the dawn of a new age, in which all burning is fear, and all singing is fear, and all praising is fear, and all loving is fear. I sing you, I praise you, I love you. King of the hollow tree, king of the hall whose candles will never extinguish, king whose burning realization is the prophecy. Here's my tree, here's my tender box, boom box to pick a soundtrack at when the soldiers pass. Oh, shame, shame, shame on you for thinking you are justified to look at me like that all the way home. Just because of a few misplaced words down good old greed. My pantheon is not more than this. 3 girls who survived their teenage years rejecting both the miniskirt and the sainthood, geniushood, sold on eBay hood. If then The too many cats in baskets, the cat with the Buddhist eye, the uneven bars of salt.
These new deities are uniformities. Let's adopt them, I said to the soldier. He was not the first, but he was the soldier, wandering up and down that road every time a child needed a good old tale. Here's a thought, I said. Let's crack misfact ourselves as figurines so we can raise them up on difference. Soldier said he was too busy looking for gold.
In the space between the leaves of the trees, where light comes as gold coins through fingers, in the mouths that are the hollows of the trees, this song rises smoke-like, witnessing. Her hand was the hand that held my hand. Her broken mouth, the one that made my name.
Old witch,
Healer of wounds, birther of children, singer of songs, bringer of food to the hungry, cheerer of those without hope, baker of bread, gatherer of herds, water bearer, leaf reader, petal taster, mother,
but not witch and witch. Before I'm old, before I got here to the category of wrinkly thighs, excluded deep underneath the tree trunk, and the age of being bullied into thinking about my pension plan. You got it all wrong. Where witch stopped was where old began. Only old because I've been it for a long as a teenage tear long as this gut tear they keep making down my insides long.
And the unbroken is the one who asks for help, who questions the walker on the path, who trusts in the honor of the soldier, but who is as stupid as the asker, the questioner, the one who trusts in a man of war. Greed that made you ask for help, you who demanded the tinderbox. No wonder no one could love you if all you were was desire. Need which breeds need, want which breeds want. Old witch!
Here's your tender box, delivered the next day. Better have wanted it bad, better have wanted it, worth it, wanted it the last.
But you were loved, or could have been.
Old witch!
Headless, unburied,
Old witch!
rotting in the field, forgotten.
Did you know they found the witchhood gene back in 1675? Some doctor, Mr. Sir or other won the prize, unknown amongst the mortals, but prestigious if you were into hunting. Attached to the back of a collarbone, this deviation was surely up to no good. Isolated in myth, attached to nerve endings which would agonize, trivialize, when simply procedurally removed. Your people dug and decoded, made bargains by the tree. You listed, split the learn from the biological, from the tree, from the own free tender box.
While the king and queen dance in the throne room, wearing gold rings and gold crowns. O king, it's neither revenge I'm after, nor freedom from your reign. I sit in the tree, watching and waiting, black crow, eyes gold coins, in control of nothing but myself.
Here's a tender kiss, here's my tender box. A cause for greed and this, heart without a heart to miss. Here's my tender kiss, here's my tender box.
The tenderest tender kiss, the damp flame and smoking mist, the hollow trees' hollow cry, the black wings in the black sky.
Come applauses, come the fluid footfall, come the necessary evil, come the chorus. Old witch! Where is your tender kiss? We have your tender box. We'll keep it safe for you. The sound of coins raining